I'm very excited about this. This is kind of a little mini collection within the overall Heritage Entertainment Auction, coming to you July 16th, 17th, and 18th in Dallas, Texas, ha.com. By the way, preceded on the 15th by the Cecil B. DeMille collection on the 15th. So 4 days, 5 sessions of just everything you can imagine. But I really enjoyed this little subsection here, Brian. This is the collection of Makeup Man, Oscar winner, Oscar nominee, Emmy winner, Emmy nominee, Michael Westmore. Did I say that right?
You did.
Okay, yay,
right.
Yay me. I know him from his Star Trek stuff. He worked on all of the Next Gen Deep Space Nine, won Emmys for Deep Space Nine, multi-nominated, I think one for Voyager. And you guys have a wonderful selection. Worked on the movies as well. A really cool selection directly from him, yes?
He's the consignment.
This is the stuff he held on to. Really, really wonderful. I love this guy first. This is the Andorian. This is from Enterprise. And these are his sort of like little antennae and his head. There's some backup antennae. But I love that look. That's really neat. All sorts of Borg pieces, which are just gorgeous looking. Basically all the different pieces that would be put on people's, these are fake arms, pieces that go on the face, whatever. And then these are incredible. These are various pieces connected to Data. And these are sort of like when they would sometimes reveal. Can we pull one of those up and out? I think that's really, really cool. So this would be the kind of thing that gets exposed to show sort of his, I'm going to be careful and hold it like that, sort of the circuitry, like on the side of his face kind of a thing. Or if you can see this one here, where they kind of open up the top of his head, or even in that one where they're pulling away like some of the side of his hair. Really, really interesting.
And what's great is that they do have the electrical feed and their LEDs interspersed throughout.
So I think if you know what you're doing, you could actually get these hooked up to a battery
For sure.
and get them lighting up, which would be really, really interesting. I think it makes a hell of a display. Like something like that with a little battery that you could turn on and off and be able to kind of have it light up like that.
Super cool.
Pretty wonderful. I'm going to hand you that back a little bit. I love these Borg pieces too. I'm going to be super careful with them, but I'm going to just grab this one just to show it. Again, these are just these pieces, very just the sort of living circuitry of the Borg. Just really, really wonderful. And again, attached all over the place. You can probably see, you can kind of see where it was on somebody's face there, basically. So
someone's eye.
Is this an eye? Okay, makes total sense. Really, really cool. He wasn't just Star Trek. He actually won his Oscar for Mask, which is the really cool Peter Bogdanovich movie with Cher and young Eric Stoltz about the kid with there's a disease named, yes, exactly, named Rocky. I can't remember what his last name was. Rocky Dennis, okay. Real true story. Won an Oscar for that, but this needs to be seen. We're going to do this very carefully. I'll get out of the way. This is from his work. I'm going to just stand to the side. This is his Jake LaMotta various noses on a De Niro bust from Raging Bull. Obviously, Robert De Niro won an Oscar for this movie. Scorsese should have won an Oscar for this movie. And by the way, Michael Westmore should have won one as well. Just really incredible, the variations of the nose as he's punched and gets broken. Just really, really interesting to see.
What's pretty neat is you have that syringe, and that was the unit when his eye just literally
to kind of burst it open. Oh wow!
Shoot blood that came down above his eye.
Michael Westmore comes from a long line of Hollywood makeup guys. His uncle Bud Westmore, also much acclaim. This is pretty wonderful. Again, I love these collections where the guys that worked on the movies themselves kind of held on to it for a while. What I always think about is these were things that they themselves kind of extra treasured. They worked on a lot of stuff. They chose to hold on to these pieces, which I think is kind of cool. And I love that within this very big auction, you've got these sort of sub-collections. Obviously, there are things like the Peak Collection, which is its own catalog, its own session. But with like the Michael Westmore stuff, it's a little sort of subsection within the auction.
Yeah, 50, 60 lots.
Exactly,
Sure.
and I think that's really cool. There's so much more stuff to see. So check it all out, ha.com. Yeah, really, really neat.